The 2025 year-end research statistics and press release have finally come out. And the good news is inventory is improving. We are seeing across Sarasota and Manatee counties that inventory numbers for single-family homes especially are coming down and hovering around the 4.5 months of inventory mark. We're also seeing across both counties that median time to contract is right under that 60-day mark. So sellers, of course, are encouraged when they are pricing their home well, that we're getting activity right out of the gate and they are getting contracts without having to sit on the market month after month after month. And buyers, well, their confidence is coming back also. They're finding that they still do have some negotiation room and power. And we're just finding overall it's a healthier, more balanced marketplace. Now, the other exciting thing is that mortgage interest rates are dropping. And some of my friends in the mortgage business have even gotten back to doing some refinancing. So for a while, unfortunately, the mortgage markets were kind of dead in the water. Mortgage interest rates were up over 7%, sometimes even 8%. And many consumers, that makes a tremendous impact on the purchase price that they can afford and also on what their monthly payment would look like. And because interest rates were so high, people weren't refinancing either. So some of the people that did still make a move and leveraged financing are enjoying being able to refinance and get into a lower interest rate. We've seen a lot of buyer activity reactivated, and it just seems like they are here, they're ready, there's pent up demand. Although, because of inventory levels and what we're coming out of over the last few years, we're finding that buyers are still making more thoughtful decisions and maybe taking their time a little more than what was common a few years ago. We're also finding that well-priced homes, these are the ones that are moving quickly. So we are still far away from the market where a seller could pick an aspirational price and just price their home wherever they wanted to get their home sold, and it would eventually sell for that. It's so important. Really, you have 4 weeks of peak activity in order to get your pricing right. The best way is to just list it right immediately as soon as it comes on the market because buyers are really savvy these days and they know if a property is overpriced or not. We're also finding that the market is very sensitive to the overpricing, and then that's leading to longer days on market. And ultimately, the homeowners that have overpriced end up netting a lot less than if they would have just picked the right price out of the gate. So, one of the reasons it's so important to hire a strong real estate professional, and this market requires the use of strategy, not just putting your home in the MLS or sticking a sign in the yard and hoping that somebody brings a buyer. I also want to just share. Thank you all so much. December was an absolutely incredible month, and I'm so grateful for your continued referrals, both from my clients and people that have worked with me and trusted me in the past, and other agents across the country that are trusting me with their clients. I never take that lightly, and I'm just ever so grateful. And, by the way, if you know anyone that may need some real estate advice in 2026, I would be so honored to help them just to make sure they're well informed and they've got their questions answered and they know the best way to move forward. So that is really 2025 wrapped up in a nutshell. We do have some beautiful new listings that are going to be coming on the market. So keep an eye on your email for those. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the real estate market, or you'd like to know what your home is worth in today's marketplace, feel free to give me a call. 941 402 7012. Thanks so much.